I got a Paul Reed Smith guitar today. This beautiful Wildwood Guitars Wood Library Fatback. Fatback Custom 24. Fatback. And I'm just going to share this real quick like. Share this quick like a bunny. Look at this top. You know, the Paul Reed Smith curly maple top is like, as I've said before, it's like staring into the afterlife. You know what I'm saying? What? It's like staring into the afterlife. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that means, but it sounds majestic and mysterious. I'm going to share this over here to a little place I like to call the Gristle Kingdom, ladies and gentlemen. When you have a magical place called the Gristle Kingdom. Are you a member of the Gristle Kingdom? It's a place of honor on the internet where people meet and gristleficate. Grillificate. I don't know. Grillificate? I don't know what any of that means. Okay, now I've done that. I've shared it. Now let's talk. Look at the top on this rascal. This one's called Yellow Tiger. Yellow tigers crouched in jungles. Look at that, right? Beautiful. A little girthier bod, hence the fatback. 5-way toggle switch on this bad boy. I'm just going to noodle the bod a little bit, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it. And I'll tell you what, it's good, clean fun. It's a neck pickup all by itself. Position is both neck and bridge. It's single coil. Middle position is going to be both pickups in humbucker mode. This is going to be bridge humbucker, neck single coil. And then bridge humbucker. That little heat. Can you dig that? Woo! This guitar sounds damn good. So those are all 5 positions of the toggle switch I tried to work my way through, both clean and with a little bit of heat. Can you dig it? Now this, behold it in all of its splendor. Look at that. Pay no attention to the light donut that occasionally shines through. There's a light donut. Ooh, we want to avoid the light donut. We just want to see its radiance. We don't want to actually see it. There it is. Look at the top on this rascal. This is a Paul Reed Smith Wildwood Guitars Wood Library Fatback Custom 24 in Yellow Tiger. This is a 10-top quilted maple arrangement there. That's beautiful, isn't it? Behold the splendor. Of course, the back is nice mahogany. Mm-hmm. All right, we've got a torrefied maple neck here. You can see the flame on the back of the neck, and then an ebony fingerboard with, of course, those mother of pearl delicious bird inlays. Caw-caw, caw-caw! They're flying from the perch of tone right into your soul and then feasting. Yes, the pickups on this are the 85/15, both treble and bass. And doggone, it sounds good. Want to see that neck? There's that digging down. Here's the back of the neck. See that flame? Look at that. Torrefied maple, it's coming on strong. You got flames in the back, you got quilted on the top. Together you got guitar porn. What? I mean guitar temptation. You go over that. Mr. Wiggles works great. Mr. Wiggles in the house. Got a five-way toggle switch on here. So in the 5 position, which is usually the neck, it is the neck here. I'm just going clean into the old Koch amp. That sounded weird. My Greg amplifier going clean. And then I'm using that little heat pedal that I collaborated on with the Tone City folks, Lee Anderton and the gang. I use that when I use the looper, and then it doesn't distort the looper signal. But here's the amp overdrive. And then the gain boost. Anyway, so that's the neck pickup. Sounds good. The nut width, Ken wants to know. If you click on the thing up above, there's a link to the actual guitar. The website has all the real nitty-gritty. I did not write down the nut width, but it is on the website from the link above. So this 4 position. That is both the front and back pickup in single coil mode. Sounds pretty good. It doesn't give the nut width? I think it does. Should give the nut width. Let me take a look here, Ken. You know why? Because I'm here for you. I'm here for you, diggity dog on it. I'm here for you. Woo. A song called I'm Here For You. It's a song of truth. Ken, it's a song of truth. Oh, it usually has that on there. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry, Ken. If you're really interested in that information, I'm sure Steve Stewart at Wildwood can chime in and let us know. 0.8, that's the dimensions of the neck. Sure enough. Unusual. Sorry about that, Ken. But you know what? Maybe Paul Brown can get to the bottom of it. Paul Brown. It's a song of lies. A song of lies. A song of lies. There you go. Thank you. What's the amp? Sean, I'm using my signature amp from Koch amplifiers, which Wildwood does sell, as a matter of fact. It's a 210 amplifier, 2 EL34 tubes. You can either have it on half watt or full wattage of 50 watts. I have it on 50 watt mode because you know why? I like power. Unlimited power. It's got 2 channels, delicious 3-control reverb, harmonic vibratos on board. Paul Brown is real, Graham. He is totes real. And he's a powerful warrior. What is my favorite Martin guitar? Well, I have a 00028 that I like quite a bit. And I have my HD28V, or as it was called back in the day when I bought it, it was called a Custom 15 guitar. Tell you what, the guitar sounds good. So Wildwood sends me about 4 guitars a week. And so I do 2 guitars on our live streams on Tuesday, and then I'll do 2 guitars on Thursday. And then I do some ancillary video with that as well. A little 30-second thing. We're calling the Wildwood 30. If you check them out, they're kind of fun. So I just play like a little noodle a little bit for about 30 seconds or 28 seconds. Then I look up at the camera and I say a word that comes to mind. Paul, I don't know if I'm not going to repeat myself, but I'm doing my best not to repeat them. I do send them back. Yes, I do. Still laughing at the Ragtime Wanker song, yes. Sean, here's the drive from the amp, so I'm gonna do the pedal cam again. Oh, got a little weird there. It'll focus in a second, won't it? Focus, camera, focus! You son of a gun! That's my foot. Focus camera, you son of a gun. Focus camera. Well, it's a little not too focused right now, folks. So here's the overdrive on the amp. This is 1 level of gain. Here's an overdrive boost. Now this OTS thing, this other button here, adds like a half-watt power amp tube and overdrives it, and you can add that as a boost to either channel. When I have the gain boost on the second channel and add it, it's like the end of the world. Sometimes what I like to do is not do the gain boost on that channel, but just put the OTS on it. It sounds a little... Right? Pretty cool. Here's what the clean sound sounds like. I'm going to add the OTS. Anyways, kind of fun. Yeah, can you dig it? Can you dig it? Greg, can you do the crazy E minor breakdown from the Immigrant Song? I try to learn it. You know what, I always did a C9 there for the... But I know he does like... It's a weird chord that he does. Too much ragtime wanking, my vision's. You're correct. The Harry Palm Club. How's the tone and sustain on the Les Paul chambered reissues? You know, Andrew, I have not played a chambered one yet. The stuff that Wildwood gets, they haven't been doing they either do the featherweights, which is just really light wood, but I have not played a chambered one in a while to compare. So I'm sorry I can't help you out with that. Can you dig it? Mm-hmm. Good sounding guitar, is it not? Greetings from Greece. Hey, Greece, what's going on, y'all? Hey, Joe, what's going on? Can Paul read Smith? Good sounding guitar. broken wing. Yes, that's exactly what it was. Caw-caw! Morgan Luck. It is a gorgeous top on the guitar, is it not? The actual details, other than the nut width, unfortunately, are in the link above to this particular guitar. And it's delicious. Greg, what is your opinion on this? To cure gas, you buy an expensive gear and rock it. Or, yeah, well, you know what? I like all gear. So with the guitar I'm going to play for a minute is going to be the other end of the spectrum as far as cash is concerned. But still fun to play, doggone it. I'm an equal opportunity defiler of guitars. I dig them all, doggone it. I dig them all. You know what? If you got a lot of loot and you want to spend it on guitars, I say let the good times roll. If you don't have a ton of money and you want to buy a decent guitar, get it and enjoy it. And don't think about, well, I'd really like to get X, Y, and Z. You can always do that later. But, you know, you can make whatever guitar you have sound good. I myself am always checking out guitars. It never ends, folks. Let's not kid ourselves. You can find, oh, this is the one. Really? It's only a matter of time before you start sniffing out another one. What's that? Oh, I suppose I could, if I got rid of this, I could get that, and then I could this, or I'll just get this one because it's not that much money, or maybe I'll get rid of it. It never ends. The voices never end in the head. Woo! Sorry, kind of a candid scope into the Gregorian cranium, but I think you all know what I'm talking about. We think it's all done when we get the one, and then it just turns out it's just another one. But what are you going to do? This is what we got, right? Greetings from Austria. Well, hello, Austria. It's been a while since I've been. I'm looking forward to returning. Once the pestilence is past, I shall return to Austria and many other lands as well. The trio will be unleashed. The wall of denial. Yeah, correct, Amundo. Mm-hmm. Are you still using Fishman Fluence pickups? I am indeed. I have a new version of my pickups called P90s that came out with. Gristletone P90s. They're coming out early 2021. They'll also be on a new Reverend Gristlemaster guitar that's Gibson scale, ebony fingerboard, set neck, with the new P90s on it. So yes, absolutely. I've told each one of my wives that they were the one, but let's be honest, I'm still shopping. Ian, you're a savage. And 24 frets. You know, it comes in kind of handy. Sometimes you're up here and you're going, ooh. Hello, Neil from London. The UK is in the house. And Valencia, I like it. I totally rock this guitar. I wouldn't. You do all kinds of crazy stuff. What is that pattern thin neck like? You know what? I'm going to say it feels like a classic C shape to me. It's not tiny. But it's not massive. I would just say it's a nice C neck. Maybe that's a new kind of profile. The nice C. It's a nice C. You grab it and you go, it's Mama Bear. It's Mama Bear C. It's not Baby Bear. It's not Papa Bear. It's Mama Bear. Does that make sense to us all? Unfortunately, I think it does make sense to all of it. Greetings, Spain. Thank you. It's a fun guitar to play. I'm having a good time with it. I like these knobs, too. You know, it's funny with knobs, isn't it? It's just sometimes you don't realize how much you like them till you go, hey, you know what? Those are cool. It reminds me of root beer for some reason. And root beer is delicious. Why do the controls on this guitar remind me of root beer? But but it does. Krakow, Poland, yeah. That's where my grandfather's family was from, Krakow. Wojtaszek. Jak się masz? That's all I know. This question, with all the bending that you do you find that standard non-roller and non-locking nuts do the job for you in keeping the guitar in tune? You know what? I don't like the locking tuners just because... I like locking tuners. Sorry, I don't like locking nuts. I've played roller thing like I had a Jeff Beck Strat years ago. That worked great. But the other my main Strat never had any kind of... It's just got locking tuners on it. You know, I'm just a stubborn old fool. I'm a stubborn old fool. But all those things work. But I guess old school when it comes to kind of Stratocaster type of Mr. Wiggles. But the Mr. Wiggles on here works out great. The locking tuners. It's been staying in tune, and I've been giving it what for? Mysterious chord, building tension as I answer another question. Hi, Greg. Cheers from Italy. What do you think of the late 70s Japanese Greco Les Paul? You know, I've never really played one. All right, there you have it, folks. What a glorious sounding instrument. Again, it is a Paul Reed Smith, why did I say that? Paul Reed Smith, PRS, as I like to say, Wildwood guitars, wood library, fatback, custom 24. And again, this particular top, 10 top, I might add, 10 top quilted maple, they're calling Yellow Tiger. Yellow Tigers! This guitar only weighs 6.94 pounds. It's pretty doggone light. Pattern thin neck, which as I said is like it's a nice C. Neck, torrefied maple with an ebony fingerboard. That's beautiful. I like looking down at flame maples when I'm playing the neck. Makes me think I want to play something hot. And 85/15 pickups, locking tuners, artist grade cased, 5-way switch, yada, yada, yada. Cool. I dig it. All right, now I'm going to deploy for our listing and dining pleasure. They're pretty, but can they fight? Fight! It's brown, right? But it's, I don't know why they call it that. I guess there's a bit of yellow in there. I'm going to call it root beer. I'm changing everything. I'm calling it Mama Bear neck profile, and I'm calling it frothing root beer burst. Frothing root beer burst. What a delicious. Give me some of that sarsaparilla. I want that sarsaparilla top. Woo! Nothing wrong with it. This guitar I've been defiling on the YouTubes, or on the Instagram. This is just a nice festive guitar. This is a Epiphone 1959 Les Paul Standard. $799, folks. $799 diggity doggone dollars. And I will say the neck's a little chunkier on this bad boy. They call this neck profile, what are they calling it? The rounded C neck, 59 rounded C. It's got some it's bigger than that neck as far as width. If that's all right. Oh, little Dickie Betts. Sounds damn good. Good sounding guitar. Epiphone 1959 Les Paul Standard. This one is 8.6 pounds, folks. This one is not on the website, folks, although I do have the link above to another guitar that's the same thing, except I think it's a different color. If you were enticed by this particular color, you could just email sales@wildwoodguitars.com and say, I want that guitar that Greg was playing, and we can set you up. with this very instrument. They sent it to me the other day. I took it out of the case. I did a couple vids with it. It sounds magnificent. Is that a Japan or a Korean Epiphone? You know what? I don't know. Right before we went live, I looked on the site to see where are these made, and it just says it's made by, you know, at the Epiphone factory overseas in Asia, where they do the exacting process that they do at Gibson USA, yada, yada, yada. So it didn't really say where they were. How much, Patrick asks? $7.99, dude. Can you imagine? Sounds good. Sounds great. Look upon the headstock. Oh, that will tell me, won't it? This is handcrafted in China, is what it says. Thank you for that obvious shout out. He said, look at the headstock. Thank you. Sometimes Drade is a little bit slow, but then you tell me and then I know. I'm a learner. I'm a learner of things. I looked at the headstock. It says 100% inspected and set up in the US of A by Epiphone. I know the pickups are made in the US of A. They're burst buckers. Burst buckers. Burst bucker 2 in the neck and a burst bucker 3 in the bridge. Hard maple cap with a AAA maple veneer to give it the flame. Let's take a little close up on that back. It's not a bad looking guitar. I'm telling you that right now. I'm telling you right doggone now. For $799 diggity doggone dollars. Now, someone did ask me, as I posted a video earlier on social media, the fingerboard, someone asked, is made out of it's Indian laurel. That's what they're calling it. I don't know what even that is, but it's obviously some kind of rosewood-like material. Ian asks, is Wildwood in Colorado? It is indeed. Is shipping difficult? You know what, Ian? Give him a shout out. Give him a shout out and see what they say. Give him a shout out from the US of B. Wow, did you hear that? It does have the glue-in long tenon, and I know that's a big deal for tone freaks. It's got the glue-in long tenon. Mahogany neck, Indian laurel fingerboard, hardshell case with the nice pink interior, make you feel all cozy. Lock tone bridge, tulip tuners. I like it. Right? Whoa, sounds pretty doggone good, am I right? $7.99, feeling so fine. You got yours, I want mine. Epiphone, 59 Leicester, Epiphone. I'm made in China, Epiphone. I don't know what I just said. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 doo, doo, doo. Dustin says, shout out to Bill Galloway at Luxury Tattoo in Delaware, Ohio. Well, all right. Guitar sounds good. I'll tell you that right now. Sounds good. So someone asked, what's the difference between this and like a custom shop Les Paul or USA one? With all the different iterations, same thing in Fenderland, is that the better wood, better construction, but mostly better wood and better parts. And then there's a little bit more time taken for all the different processes. That being said, you could find a guitar like this for $7.99. Like, this guitar screams like a damn demon. If I had to play this guitar, if they said, we're taking all your guitars away and you're going to play that one, I'd be like, I could make that work. But by the same token, a Tom Murphy aged and painted 59, all ready to go. A little bit more dough, but if that was my main guitar and I wanted to splurge and have that be my main axe, I'd drop that sweet coin. I'd sell a few things, maybe get rid of a kidney. Apparently, you only need one. So, not to joke about that kind of stuff, but I guess I just did. Listen, you understand what I'm saying. So if you sat down and compared them, you're going to notice a difference. But here's the thing. You're hearing this guitar right now. I'm playing it. It sounds good to you, and so on and so forth. I'd pick up another one and play it. You'd be like, well, that does sound better. But if you don't hear the other one, you hear this one, and all you have to spend is $799. There's no harm, no foul. Who's with me out there? Diggity dog it. That being said, if you wanted to pull the pin and get involved in all kinds of sin, I'd stroll over that custom shop page and have at it. But in the meantime, $799 feels pretty fine. Right? Oh, someone want the old tune of mine, When Were the Good Old Days, that riff. I'll play that for you. Someone asked about the Paul Reed Smith guitar. I spent the first half hour on our broadcast playing that instrument, so you can revisit that if you'd like. The Good Old Days song goes like this. Right? Can you dig that? Play that riff super slow? Certainly. That's how I'm doing it. Yeah. B flat major, then A, F over A. Okay, I could do that one. There you go. You get the idea. Pretty savagery. I like rock. I like rock music. I got this little button that switches between the different shots. I always find it funny that a chord always seems to manage to find itself in the perfect spot so that I can't press the button down. It's such a crazy thing. All right, somebody wanted real quick the... any questions out there? Somebody asked for the Oki. That's E7. I'll do that. Great little guitar, I'm going to tell you that right now. Favorite rock riff of the 70s? It's hard to say. There's so many good ones. Probably be a Zeppelin riff, to be honest with you, for right. Mm-hmm. Right? That sounds good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It sounds good. I'll tell you what. It sounds good. That's the Isla Rose riff, right? Or which one? Guitar looks fantastic. Look at that. Look at that little nice little top on there. Nice matte finish. I dig it. I dig it, doggone it. Mm-hmm. Greetings from Germany. Hello there. I tell you what, Mark, Fluence on here would sound real good. Although these pickups sound great too. Ah. Ah. Nice intonation on this bad boy. Someone just asked what guitar this is. This is, early in the broadcast, I played a PRS Wildwood Guitars Wood Library Fatback Custom 24, which is this beautiful specimen behind me here. So you can watch that the first half hour. I played that bad boy. And this actually is an Epiphone 59 Les Paul Standard that Wildwood sent me. And great little guitar. They're pretty doggone inexpensive in comparison to a lot of other things. And man, it's just a delicious little guitar. Greetings from Greenland. Holy cow. Can you explain more of your pickups from Fishman? I really don't have a slot opportunity to get those up here. Well, my pickups that are in the Reverend guitars, they're like Fishman Fluence pickups. So what they're made out of, instead of having windings, they're actually aerospace, I don't know, caliber. Aerospace, it's where they derive from. Thin circuit boards that a coil is printed on, and then you stack those around the magnets. So it's still functioning as just as a space-aged winding around magnets. And that is a blank canvas that you can make sound any way that you want. So that's why there's a preamp on board. So we were able to dial in the exact sounds we wanted and also be able to get rid of the 60-cycle hum in the way that they were made and be able to dial it in such a way that by the time we were done messing with them, I actually preferred them to the sound of the conventional style pickup that we were kind of using as a reference. And then you can have multiple voices. So they sound great in just the single voice alone sounds magnificent. And then you can press a button and get a second sound that's got a little bit more girth, a little bit more output. And then you don't lose any highs and you turn down the volume. You could have a 1,000-foot guitar cable and it'll not mess with the intrinsic signal of the pickups. And they sound magnificent. So I have those. I did a signature set with them, the Gristletone pickups for Telecasters, which is on my Reverend Gristlemancer guitar, of which Wildwood has a couple versions that are exclusive to Wildwood. A Kochwork orange version and a black version. The black version has a larger neck profile, although coming this week I will be getting an orange one with a larger neck profile that is also available at Wildwood. There's going to be some black ones available with the smaller neck, and conversely some orange ones with larger necks. Can you dig it? The P90s that I did with Fishman are magnificent. Those are just coming out, so they're going to be out in early 2021. Same principle, though. They will look like normal P90s, but underneath the hood, space-age activities are afoot. And they will have actually 3 different voices. Actually 4 if you consider the out-of-phase sound. So it's fantastic. And were they going to have more Wildwood Select Gibson Les Paul 50s in stock? I believe there are some there as we speak. So if you go to the new arrivals page, I believe I just saw some. Because, folks, I'm out in Wisconsin. I usually go to Wildwood out in Louisville, Colorado once a month. But since COVID has begun, I haven't been out there literally since February. So they've been sending me some guitars. So I'm like y'all. I'm checking out their website going, what'd they get? What do they got? I'm checking this out. I'm checking that out. So I was just on the their site this morning, or was it last night as I was going to bed, dreaming sweet thoughts of guitars. And there's a bunch of the Wildwood Select Gibson Les Pauls that I saw. I don't know if they're the 50s ones or the 60s. I think they're the 50s ones. Let's hear some glassy, clean tones on the neck pickup. Sure. Franco, hopefully they will send me a Les Paul tribute one of these days out here, and I'll play one of those as well. Can you dig it? Mm-hmm. These are Gibson Burstbucker pickups on here, which are American-made pickup. There's a Burstbucker 2 in the neck and a Burstbucker 3 in the bridge. This one does not have coil tapping on it, just straight up. Tell you what, I like it. I do like it. You were asking if I want to keep it. I do like it. Yeah, it's a nice, so it's a veneer top, so it's a hard, that light's a little bright on there, but there we go, that's a nice way of looking at it. Yeah, it's got a veneer AAA top over a hard maple top, so yeah, looks good. Mm-hmm. Will I be playing anywhere around Nashville anytime soon? Well, unfortunately not. That's not happening until it all ends. Yeah, it is kind of a tobacco-ish shumbert on this one. There is the link I have above, folks, is to another one that's more of a cherry burst. But if you were interested in this particular guitar, you could call the guys at Wildwood and say, what's the guitar that Greg has? And they would be able to set you up. Tell you what, it's pretty wicked. I dig it. All right, folks, we are at, holy cow, I went over today. I'm having fun with these guitars. Thanks for tuning in. And again, if you want to check out, the Paul Reed Smith I played earlier in the broadcast, you certainly can rewind this after it's posted, after the live is done. And there you have it. Don't forget, folks, we got new T-shirts at the Koch website. We got Engage in Spirited Musical Congress T-shirts and Live in the Orange Room and a delicious new Koch Marshall Trio T-shirt. Not to mention the hats. You know all the stuff. And by all means, visit the Wildwood site. They're bringing me to you today. Me to you. They're bringing me to you today. That's awkward. They're sponsoring the show. Is basically what's happening, and they're sending me 4 guitars a week. The 2 for today have been this glorious Epiphone 59 Les Paul and a Paul Reed Smith Wildwood Guitars Wood Library Fatback Custom 24. And there you have it. I'm going to have some delicious things for Thursday, so come on back now. You hear?